Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? How you cannot go
baby,
again?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, we're coming on for right now to just talk about the update in the YSL case. Yeah, I heard part of it, and I'm not really happy about what I heard. But anyway, you guys, if you heard or if you didn't hear, only one of the YSL members, if I may be wrong, so if I'm wrong, let me know. But only one YSL member got a plea deal, and he plead out. And if you know anything about plea deals, I want to say hi to everybody that came on in here. Ruby Turner, Zena, C6 Banks, Shirley Stockdale. Come on now, Nancy LaRose, what's going on? You guys, it is Tuesday, October the 29th. And so we're just trying to figure out what was going on. I'm going to share what I heard. We're not going to be on here long, you guys. Definitely not an hour, okay? I'm letting you know now. So 15 minutes to 30 minutes, 30 minutes to top. I just, we just can't just stay on YouTube. But I want everybody to know, like, what the heck is going on. And I don't think it's a good deal. Well, for Quindarius, that's his name, Quindarius Nichols, he took a plea deal. And I guess he said that he agreed and acknowledged that he was a part of a RICO organization which is like, I mean, the sad thing about the whole situation is, they had these guys there, and that was Quindarius Nichols. Then they've got Gotti, Shannon, King Thug, or King Slime, and then they got Little Rod, and then they got that Huey Quindarius, Marquarius. 6 guys. Now, there was 6, and now there's only but 5. So, I don't know what kind of instruction the judge is going to give the jurors when they come back, that, okay, he's been severed, not only severed, but he took a plea deal. It definitely does not help the others. You know, you either stick together and fall together, stay together. But when you start dividing them up, which is a good thing, because that's less information that they have as far as that group. And I don't think he has to go in and testify. Hey Sanja, how you doing? I don't think he has to go in and testify about it. Yeah. Oh wow. See, you know what I be doing, you guys? I listen to one thing, and then you know, we start talking about it, and you know, if you've been around, you hear what it is. Let me see if I can let you guys listen to it. Hey, Woke to God, how you doing? It's just buffering. That's all it's doing, is buffering. I really don't even want to hear it now, since it's buffering so much. Well, the judge has not yet ruled on a proposed mistrial yet. So that's a good thing. So it says court returned Tuesday afternoon in Georgia, the longest running criminal trial, as a defendant pleaded, and that is Quindarius. He pleaded guilty after days of the court being out of session. The mistrial is still a possibility, and negotiations between prosecutors and defense attorneys are still there. So this is just one out of the 6. So there's 5 left. The proceedings were canceled late last week, and they again on Monday. So defender I just call him Quindarius. They call it Quimmarvius. Anyway, his name, we know him as Quay Nichols. He entered a plea deal in which he admits guilty on one charge, the RICO charge, while the rest of the charges will be dropped. His other charges had included murder. So he got out the murder charge, which it's good for him. We all do not have to go down. You know, that is a good thing. But his lawyer and the prosecutor agreed to a recommendation sentence of 7 years in jail and 13 more on probation. Okay, 7 years in jail and 13 more years. 13 years of probation? That boy's gonna end up back in prison. I guarantee it. I hate to speak something like that, but when you live a life of like, it is hard to go and change and drop everything. You can do it. Trust and believe you can do it. And he's like 29. So he'll be 29, 13 years, 29. Okay, so he did 2 years in jail. They saying that's time served. So that's good. So let me explain this, you guys. His lawyer and prosecutor agreed to a recommendation sentence of 7 years in jail and 13 more on probation. He is getting credit for time served more than 2 years since his case began, bringing his remaining jail sentence to about 5 years. So yeah, he's got 5 years to do, but they're going to have, I don't know, bring in his remaining jail sentence to about 5 years. Meanwhile, there was no update on the status of Young Thug, legal name Jeffrey Williams, and the defendants DeMonte, Kendrick, Shannon, Stillwell, Rod, and Marquavius. Kendrick's lawyer, Doug Winston, wrote on X, we continue to fight for his freedom so that he can go home to his family and support system that all love him very much. You can review the stream, they say, the time stop update from while Nichols' plea hearing was ongoing below. Okay, so at 2:28, they say we expect comments soon from lawyers that it is for today. No update on Young Thug or the other 4 defendants. Judge accepts the plea as negotiated, and she will sentence in accordance with the recommendation of 7 years in prison, 13 more years on probation. So he got out of a murder charge, and you never know who did what. So maybe that was best for him. The judge accepts the plea. Judge Whitaker now going through her process of explaining her thoughts and the recommendation. Nichols' lawyers read off a statement asking for the court to accept the plea, sentence him accordingly while calling him an intelligent young man who has a future. The state is now reading off the evidence that would have used in association with Nichols if his part in the trial had continued. Which one? I told you guys which one was like murder charges. And another rundown of Nichols' plea agreement. Nichols has entered his plea. Nichols had also faced charges of murder, participation in criminal street gang activity, and several firearms possession violation. Quamarvius Nichols is entering a negotiated guilty plea with a recommendation sentence of 7 years in prison on his RICO charge, and the rest of his charges dismissed. As an inside, Young Thug is the Halloween spirit with these spider webs shoulders. So he was in court with his spider web. I guess that's his Young Thug. That's his brand. He loves spider webs and spiders and snakes and stuff. It's just weird to me. But I mean he's, he grew up loving spider webs. They were back. Nichols is coming up to the podium, still on recess. Meanwhile, YSL defendants are in the court. Rod was not in the court, you guys. If you didn't know that, Rod and his attorneys was not in the court. I didn't even see his attorney. They could have been there, but Rod was not there. DeMonte, Kendrick's lawyer, Doug, seemed to read like he will not be among those with the plea deal announced this afternoon. Okay, hold on. Let's read this a little bit more. Also, the tea leaves on this X post from DeMonte, Kendrick's lawyer, Doug Winston, seems to read like he will not be among those who a plea deal announced this afternoon. No, the only plea deal we heard was Quindarius Nichols. He's the one that sits in the far back. He is the one that the attorney that stood up and said, I have a motion. She told him, wait a minute. Before we start doing this instruction thing, I have a motion for a mistrial. And so with this court break, here's a look at other pleas we've seen so far. plea deal taken so far and Young Thug. They're actually taking a brief recess now. That was at 1. No word on why from the judge. Quindarius is signing a guilty plea. No deals on the plea available yet. Judge Whitaker indicted a plea would be entered for defendant Quindarius. They are still working thoughts out. What happened? Okay. Okay, and then it goes back to what Slime Shady did, said, or whatever. So that's what it is, you guys. Now, the one thing that we're not looking at is today, that's all they did. And then court was adjourned. Like I said, we're only going to be on here for 14 more minutes. When we come on here to do a quick, especially when it's not our time to come on, we're just only going to do 30 minutes. We're going to get in and we're going to get out. So that lets you know I'm not going to give you guys, any, inspiring thoughts. You should know your inspiring thoughts. Always keep the Lord first. But nevertheless, let's stay on the task because that time goes by really, really quick. And I don't want to keep you guys. Like I said, I'm looking at the clock. So I'm letting you guys know, I'm not rushing nobody. Somebody come in here at the last minute talking about, let's talk about it. I'm going to be done in 30 minutes. No more than 30 minutes on a quick live, okay? No more. And that's not like I ain't got time. I think we can say what we need to say in 5, to be honest with you. But, anyway. So that's all that happened today. Quindarius signed a deal for this plea agreement. And I think, you guys, I really think this is not the end of the plea deals, okay? I'm just being honest with you. I believe that tomorrow we're going to probably have another person come up and have taken a plea deal. Now, could have had all of them all at the same time? Probably so. Or could this be the last one? There's a lot of questions about this. But this is the most interesting case I have seen in my life. And I know some of you guys going, I don't even know what's going on. But you don't have to know all the details to know that this case is going to go into history. There's a lot of reasons why we needed to look at it. We did not know at the beginning that they were going to try to use the person's music as to find them guilty, like the lyrics. Had this went in, and like I said, it ain't over yet. Trust and believe, it's not over. But them trying to use the lyrics to convict somebody, if it would happen, then every rapper from now on, they will cite this case right here. You're looking at history happening right in front of us and convict people just because they say, I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. And if that sheriff got shot and they don't know who, they can go, well, you were bragging about it on your song and you was in the area or you was in that state. And so, that will start being a part of the evidence that you literally bragged about it. And and I'm just being honest, I know people rap and it's called singing confessions or lyrics confessions in their songs or whatever. And have we seen it being done? Yeah, we have. We seen when they were like looking for the one cat, and I love that song so much. And like I said, I really did not know what the song was really about. Where is Corbin? And I just love that song. I was like, where's Corbin? When I found out what it was about, I was like, oh my God. It was a beautiful song, but it was about a child that they had taken, and took him out and did not know. Let me see what this is trying to do. And hey Tina, what's going on? We were talking about the plea deal that Quindarius took. Quindarius took a plea deal for racketeering. And so that leaves 5 defendants, you guys. Are they happy about this plea deal? I really don't think, how can you not be happy for your friend? If your friend, Quindarius has 3 kids. He has a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, or something like that, and a 9-year-old. And he's got a wife. So he's got a birthday coming up. He got his GED. He finished school. So he got his GED. And he grew up in Atlanta. And, I believe that Young Thug is now looking, if he's not, he's like, oh yeah, we got this group, right? And I tell y'all this all the time. People be like, OSP, I'm down for you. Yeah, I see you. When we have 50, 100 people, 200 people in the lot, y'all want me to give you shout outs. They'll be like, yeah, you my friend. Why you didn't say my name? Why you didn't? You know what? When we ain't got that, which God is so good, he shows you, just like everybody that's in here, you guys are the originals. You guys are the ones that that stuck and stayed. Now, don't get me wrong. Things get hot and heated. Like if there was a chance, they come and lock us all up and say this, that, y'all start turning on each other. But this is a free drama channel. So what I'm saying about Young Thug is he's saying that no matter even how rich you are or you grew up with these cats, you are in this world on your own. Yeah, you got some people that will come in your life, love on you or whatever. But I tell people all the time, people be like, I love that child like he was mine. I would never do this, and I would never. You don't know what you would never do or what you would never not do. You don't know. Because when it gets hot in the kitchen, some people run out. Some people be like, I don't even know how to cook. Why was you there? Cause I was going through a phase in my life, and they say a phase, you be looking at them like you knew exactly what you were doing. Nobody didn't twist your arm. Nobody put a gun to your head. You a grown person, and you got yourself into this. Now you want everybody to consider how many kids you got, how many wives, did you finish school? These are things you're supposed to do, period. But we're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But you were out there running amok, shoot, pow, pow, bang, bang. Putting terror or whatever on the city. And then the sad thing about it is, it's not racketeering really. So I think this hurt their case a little bit, because if you plead that it was an organization and da-da-da-da-da, well, they did try to clear it up on the plea deal. His attorney wanted to start crying. Because, you know what? Y'all all came in there together like y'all was going to fight together. And now you're saying, hey, Quindarius, this is a good deal for you. You take the deal. Quit worrying about your friends and your buddies. Let them figure it out. You're looking at a murder charge. This is what his attorney told him. You're looking at a murder charge, and you've got 3 kids and a wife, and you right now you can walk away and not have to be in jail or prison anymore, and just finish the rest on probation, and let them figure it out. If you are serious about staying out of trouble and being with your wife and raising your kids, sign this. You only got 11 more years of probation. 11 years of probation. Man, it is hard to do 3 years of probation. You gotta always call somebody. You cannot have no interaction with the police. You can't be smoking weed, period. What else? And some people are not structured to that. Matter of fact, even in your lifestyle, your living environment, if you already in an infested environment where everybody coming to your house playing dominoes, drinking a little beer, smoking a little smoke, no, you might have to keep a clean UA, and if you don't, you're gonna have to finish doing those years. You're gonna have to finish doing those years. And just like I told y'all on Muktuk, there's no way. Yeah, he's got 5 years on Muktuk, and then the judge told him, okay, we're gonna say this is served, and then blah blah blah. And so when he gets done, he's gonna have to do 180, and then he's good or whatever. Yeah, everybody ain't built for that life, and the ones that ain't, cause it's like right now, if you take your life and say, okay, everything you've been doing in your life for the whole entire your life is wrong. Okay, this is what we need you to do. Like my life. Like I'm thinking I'm right. Like my lifestyle, I'm okay. But they say, no, we want you to walk this line. You need to go to school every day. You need to pray every day. You need to go straight to school and home. You can't do anything else. And I'll be like, well, okay, I can only do that for so long, right? And then, I'll be like, well, dang, I don't get to see my family. I can't call nobody that I used to talk to. I can't get online and holler at y'all or not. I can't do none of the things. That's me. And that's not getting me in trouble. But you're saying don't do it. It's very, very hard. I'm going to say this. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds. My son got in trouble when he was young, and then they gave him a deal, and they was like, hey, you could take a plea deal and just be on probation for a year. My son said, no, Mom, I don't want to do a year probation. I said, why, son? It's fine. He said, Mom, I can't smoke this. I can't be around this person. I got to call them all the time, tell them where I'm at and what I'm doing. He said, let me go ahead and do my 30 days. I said, son, you don't want to do that. He said, yeah, I do. He said, yeah, I do, because I know me. My son was being right. I did not want to see my son just go in and do 30 days. I just did not. But he was saying, I just don't want to be tied down like that, because I already know what I'm going to do. So let me just do these 30 days, and then when I'm done, I'm done. I don't have to look at them. I ain't got to call nobody. I can go smoke what I want to smoke. I can be around who I want to be around. And I said, son, you're telling me that you want to continue doing what you're doing? He said, Mom, I don't think what I'm doing is wrong. I just don't want them to control my life for a whole year and I mess up, because I want to be around the people I'm around. And I said, I know, but it's going to get you in trouble. He said, no, I get myself in trouble if I made that decision. So you know what he did? He ended up doing his 30 days. He did. He did his 30 days and came home, and that was it. And I thought to myself, I was like, I wouldn't have never done that. But he told me he made that decision because like he said, I need to accept The responsibility of what I did was wrong. That's it. And if that is my punishment, then that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, you guys, this was the update on the Young Thug case. Quindarius Nichols took a plea deal. He's got I guess it's a 7 years or 9 years, 2 already served or something, or leaving him 5 years left or whatever. But anyway, it's only but 5 defendants, you guys, and that's fine. I don't know what is gonna happen and how it helps. Does it help the other 5 defendants? I think we're gonna see more plea deals, and I think they're just gonna do them one day at a time. I don't think he's gonna be the only plea deal. I don't think they shut down court for 3 days for one plea deal. So you guys, just believe. Don't sit back and just think this is the only one. I think there's more coming. Just wait till tomorrow and we'll see what we got. I love you guys and peace, and I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time.